Disagree and commit. Should you keep pushing on a technical objection or let it go? Picture this line on a pull request. I hear the concern, but we're shipping it as designed. You raised a real technical objection. The team heard you and went a different way anyway. This video is about disagree and commit, knowing when to keep pushing that objection and when the senior move is to let it go. Too bad defaults. Neither extreme is the senior move. There are two common ways to react to being overruled, and both are wrong by default. Pushing forever means bringing the same objection back every meeting until the team gives in or gives up. Deferring every time means staying quiet, even when the risk is real. Neither one is judgment. They're just the same reaction, applied every time, no matter what's actually at stake. Push forever, relitigate every meeting until the team gives in. Defer every time, stay quiet, even when the risk is real. The senior question: what kind of disagreement is this? The senior move isn't always push, and it isn't always defer. It's asking one question first. What kind of disagreement is this? Two things decide the answer. Can this decision be undone later if it turns out wrong? And is your objection really about correctness, safety, or cost, or is it just a preference? Fork 1, first question. If this decision turns out wrong, can we undo it, and how expensive is that? A library choice, a naming convention, a config default. Most of those are cheap to reverse. A public API shape, a data model, a security boundary, those lock in. Undo those later and you're looking at a migration, a breaking change, or an incident. Reversible Vs, not. Say the team picks a caching library you'd have chosen differently. Swapping it later might be a config change and an afternoon of testing. That's cheap, let it go. Now say the objection is about a database schema every service will read from within a month. Get that wrong, and undoing it means a painful migration, maybe an incident. When it's genuinely hard to undo, that's exactly when pushing harder earns its keep. Fork 2, second question, and it's the one people skip. Is your objection about correctness, safety, or cost, something that's actually right or wrong? Or is it a style preference dressed up as a technical concern? Preferring a different folder structure isn't the same category as flagging a real race condition. The honest check. Here's a quick honest check. Would you bet on being right with evidence you could actually point to? A race condition, a cost blow-up, a broken guarantee, you can usually show your work there. A different naming style, a different folder layout, you probably can't because there's no single right answer. No concrete evidence usually means you're in taste territory. Ask, would I bet on being right? Taste has no clear right answer. Correctness usually does. The framework, 3 questions before you push again. Put it together and you get 3 questions to ask before you push again. Can this be undone later if it's wrong? Is this actually about correctness, safety, or cost, or is it taste? And have I already said this once clearly somewhere the team can act on it? Reversible or taste, let it go. Hard to undo, and about correctness, that's when you push. Can this be undone later? Cheap to fix versus locked in cost. Is this correctness or taste? Real evidence versus a preference. Have I said this once clearly? One direct statement beats repeated hinting. If you push, say it once clearly in writing. If the framework says push, push well. Say your objection once clearly, tied to a specific risk, and put it somewhere the team can act on, a comment on the doc, a message in the thread, not a hallway aside. Repeating the same objection every meeting doesn't make it stronger. It just makes you the person who won't let it go. If it's still a no, if you push once clearly and the answer is still no, you have one more honest move. Ask them to name the specific trade-off they're accepting out loud. If the stakes are genuinely high, loop in one more experienced person one time. After that, you've done your job. The decision isn't yours to keep reopening. Ask what trade-off they're accepting. Loop in more context once. Then it's done. The part people miss. Overruled doesn't mean go quiet. Here's the part most people get wrong about disagree and commit. Being overruled doesn't mean you check out. Commit means something specific. You act on the decision fully, the same way you would if it had been your own idea. Commit, don't resent. I disagree isn't I'm out. There's a real difference between two things that look similar from the outside. Quiet resentment means doing the minimum, slow walking it, quietly waiting to say you told them so. Full commitment means building it with the same care you'd give your own idea. Only one of those is actually disagree and commit. What commit looks like. Day to day, real commitment looks like this. You write the same quality of code you always would, no exceptions. If someone outside the team questions the decision, you can explain it, not undermine it. And if new evidence shows up later, you raise that specific evidence, not the same old objection wearing a different hat. Same code quality, same effort. You defend the decision to others. New evidence, not old resentment. Put it together. How senior engineers actually decide. Put the whole thing together. If it's reversible or it's really a taste call, say your piece once and let it go. If it's genuinely hard to undo and it's about correctness, safety, or cost, push once clearly with real evidence. And whichever way it lands, you either commit fully or say honestly that you can't. Going quiet and resenting it isn't a real third option. Reversible or taste, say it once, then let it go. Hard to undo and correctness, push once clearly with evidence. Overruled either way, commit fully or say honestly you can't. The bottom line, being heard and being right aren't the same. Being heard and being right aren't the same thing, and mixing them up is what makes disagree and commit feel like losing. You don't need to win every technical argument to be respected on a team. You need to know which disagreements are worth the friction, say them clearly, and actually commit when the decision goes the other way. Keep LEVELING up. New engineering breakdowns every week. If this changed how you think about pushing back at work, subscribe. New breakdowns like this land every week.